What is up, Scorpio? How are you all doing? Time to go ahead and knock out your October 2023 main monthly reading. Stick around. So how are my Scorpio friends doing today? October 2023, man, everybody's favorite time of year. I love it, man. I love it. I get so amped up and hyped up around this time of year. From now until the end of the year. I love it. The last quarter of the year, you know. All right, so don't forget, y'all, while it's still the month of September, my September reading sale is still going on until the end of the month, where all pre-recorded personal readings are $50 off. Now, that sale is just to celebrate my 5 years reading tarot on YouTube. But now that we're entering into the holiday season, there's going to be special deals and sales and whatnot every month for the remainder of the year. So haven't made up my mind 100% what we're going to do for October yet, but there's going to be something special for October as well. So for those of you who would like to schedule a personal reading, all the information is in the description of this video. All right. We are starting this off with the next person who's coming in. Let's get a good little energy check, energetic outline of what's coming into Scorpio's life next. Oh, Page of Swords reverse, somebody that has their eye on you. I don't think it's going to be random. I really don't think this is random. Now, obviously, if you meet a random stranger on the street corner or whatever, something like that, then obviously that would be random, in which case I would say there's still a lot of stalking going on, but kind of poor communication, and this person is watching you and paying attention to what you're doing a lot more than they're communicating with you. So I don't think that's the case for the majority of you, though. I think the majority of this is somebody that's had their eye on you for a while. I think so. Facebook friend, friend of a friend, probably not somebody you would suspect. Ace of Swords. But when there is communication, there's really good communication between the two of you. Oh, Ten of Cups is in the reverse, though. And the Empress is in the reverse. So this might just start off as communication. Could be somebody that you're already currently in communication with. But again, like I said, I don't think this is somebody you would suspect for it to turn into a relationship. I don't think so. I don't think so. So, and I say that because the Empress and the Ten of Cups is reversed. So it's probably going to be very unexpected when the two of you start connecting at a deeper level. Unexpected for the very most part. I got to get a look at this person's energy because that's not telling me much there. Let's get a good look at this person's energy. What are their feelings, intentions? What's their energy? What do they want from you? What do they want from this connection? Seven of Pentacles reversed again. Temperance. Oh, they feel a soul connection with you. They're just not 100% sure why. They feel a really strong connection. This is that type of connection where they feel like they've known you for a real long time. And it's because they have. They have known you for a real long time. Most of the time, you know, when you meet people like that, it's like, man, I feel like I've known you my whole life. You've known them since before this life. That's why you feel that way. Because the two of you have unfinished business from a previous lifetime. I wouldn't say bad intentions, though, but this person does have a lot of insecurities, low self-confidence, no self-esteem. They may even feel like they're not good enough for you. They may tend to kind of pedestalize you a little bit. And that may be a little bit off-putting to some of you. But that's what I'm feeling like this person feels. They feel a real strong connection with you. They feel like they've known you their whole life. They don't know why they feel that way. And I can tell you right now, it's because they have known you their whole life. They knew you their whole last life, and probably the life before that, and the life before that, and the life before that. Because I feel like you all have unfinished business from a previous lifetime. Could be a Gemini for some of you. I also have Cancer and Pisces here. Oh, Aries as well. Okay. Let's see the outcome for the month. See the outcome for the month. 10 of Wands reversed. Uh-oh, you walking away from this. What? 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 Why? Why is Scorpio walking away from this within the first month? 3 of Swords, Death card. Because you suspect a third party? I feel like you're real suspicious of this person. We're going to have to get the advice here because I didn't see that come through in their energy. I didn't see it come through, but this is telling me that you're real suspicious. I don't know if you're suspicious that this person is into somebody at the workplace, but I think you're really nervous and suspicious of a third party. I didn't see that come through in their energy. Let me look at the advice. This is weird. I didn't expect that. I did not expect that. What's the advice? What's the advice? Magician, monitor your vibration. Monitor your frequency. Not their frequency. Monitor your frequency. Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so it's saying don't pass up this opportunity. Monitor your vibration. Give this connection a chance to see what the point of it is. When you all feel like you're drawn together like that, there is a reason for it. What we want to do, especially if you're suspicious of some kind of third party, is you want to keep a healthy energetic distance. Energetic. I'm not saying like put your walls up and isolate yourself and be all closed off. I'm saying keep a healthy energetic distance where basically when it comes to your expectations, you have a clean slate. Kind of do the best you can to approach this situation from the perspective of I'm getting to know a new friend. Look at it from that perspective. I'm getting to know a new friend. You do you. You have your life. You have the things that you got going on. I got my life. I got the things I have going on. To try to keep that healthy, not your guard up, not your walls up, but try not to latch on and attach to this person and become possessive over them and start creating all these expectations in your mind of how it's supposed to go, what they better not be doing, what's supposed to happen. When we do that, we almost always set ourselves up for failure. Almost always. Almost always. So if you can give the first couple of weeks that neutral energetic space between the two of you, I think whatever it is you're picking up about this person will begin to become more clear. Because, I mean, I'm not saying you're not picking up on something. I'm not saying that nothing is off. I just don't think you're 100% sure as to exactly what it is. And you might want to immediately default to a worst case scenario, which I don't think that is the case. I don't think so. I don't think so. Now, does this person have a past? Guarantee it. Do they still have unfinished business with other people? Guarantee it. But we have to allow for the process of us coming together. We grow together. while we are healing and shedding old energies simultaneously. I'm not saying don't do your healing first, but nobody is 100% healed when they come together. You need to be doing some healing, ideally, but we come together, and then the whole process of us coming together, growing together, healing, evolving, transmuting, processing, and releasing energy all happens simultaneously. That all happens together. So try to maintain a neutral, energetic space of safety and security, too, as well, between the two of you for the first month at least. Okay. All right, let's take a look at the person from the past. Anything happening energetically between Scorpio and the person from the past? What's happening energetically between Scorpio and the person from the past? Oh, Nine of Swords reversed. You're healing from this. Not losing as much sleep over it as you once were. Ace of Coins reversed, though. That came out. I put it back in, then it came out again. So I'm not seeing an offer being made. I'm not seeing a new start happening here. I'm thinking this person's already either involved with somebody else or they're out on the hunt for it. There is unfinished business and unanswered questions between the two of you, but I'm seeing you doing some true legitimate healing from this. With the Nine of Swords and the Five of Cups both reversed. I'm seeing true, genuine, legitimate healing happening here, which is a good thing. Especially if you are wanting to reconnect with somebody from the past. You don't want to reconnect with somebody while you're still broken anyway. That never, ever, 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 ever turns out good. Ever, ever. Never in the history of ever, never has that ever turned out to be a good thing. Ever. So that's good. What you're going through right now is good. But it's looking like in the month of October, unfinished business and unanswered questions are still lingering in the ether of the limbo. I got to see how this person feels about you. How's the person from the past feeling about Scorpio? Oh, Five of Swords. I feel like they don't trust you. They feel like you play dirty. They may be worried that you're plotting against them. Not saying you are, but they feel that way. They do want closure, though. Yeah, like I said, they're out on the hunt trying to find somebody new. They're ready for a fresh new start because they think about you all the time. There it is again. Unfinished business, unanswered questions. Ow. Bumped my head. Unfinished business and unanswered questions that they can't quit thinking about. So what's the solution to that problem? Oh, obviously a new relationship. Obviously. They want closure. Are they taking any action? Is this person taking any action? Now, Two of Wands. They're trying to debate on whether or not that would be a good idea, because it's weighing on them very heavily. But like I said, they're afraid that you're plotting against them. Yeah. So that's what's holding them back. Could be a Libra for some of you. I also have Pisces here. What's the advice for Scorpio with the past person? Whoop, whoop, whoop. Whoop. What is the advice? Oh, well, that depends. That depends. Are you plotting against them? If you are, stay away from this person. Stay away from them. That ain't going to do you no good. I don't care what they did. I don't care how wronged you were. That is not going to help you at all. No, it's not. It's going to keep you strapped to the karmic wheel. It'll probably manifest more bullshit in your life moving forward. And you're just going to be back in the next lifetime trying it all over again. So if there is one or two of you who is plotting against this person and thinking about doing something shady, don't do it. Stay away from them. But I don't think the majority of you are feeling that way. You may have been for a little bit, but make it known that there are no hard feelings, that there is no bitterness, anger, and resentment. Do something to let that be known. Because you all need to get some closure here. You all need closure. Even if you were wanting to, see, there it is. Even if you were wanting to reconcile this, you would still have to have closure first. You would still have to close out the old chapter. If you haven't closed out the old chapter, it will repeat itself. Period. There's no way around that. There's no way to outsmart that. There's no exception to that. There's no way to manipulate that. If you haven't closed out the old chapter and you bring this person back into your life, the chapter will repeat itself and keep going until it's closed out. So closure is the number one priority anyway, whether you want to move on or reconcile. You have to close out and move past the last chapter, period. Now we're going to look at the new person. The new person who just made their way into Scorpio's life. Let's get a good energetic outline. Queen of Cups reversed. That kind of feels like your energy. Are you kind of staying a little bit closed off to this person? A little bit reluctant to open up and fully, truly express everything that you're feeling deep down inside? Yeah. Man, I kind of feel like y'all both doing that. Y'all are mirroring each other. King and Queen of Cups both reversed. So you all are kind of mirroring each other. Both of you are kind of holding back a little bit reluctant to open up to each other. And that's all this is telling me. That is all this is telling me. I feel like, though, that what's happening here is this is a totally new cycle for both of you. Totally new cycle. And again, I know I've said this a million times. As good as a new cycle sounds, when it actually happens, it's usually very scary. It's usually very, very, very scary. Because there's nothing in your comfort zone. There is no familiarity. When you enter into a whole new cycle and your life starts transforming and changing, there is no familiarity around you. When there's no familiarity, the ego freaks the fuck out because it doesn't have anything to relate to. It doesn't have anything that it can find some predictability or some stability or safety and security in, because it doesn't know. I've never dealt with a person like this before. I don't even know what to think. And then you can start overthinking it. You can start going crazy, start freaking yourself out a little bit. So I'm kind of feeling like this is a new chapter for both of you, in which both of you are kind of a little bit closed off here in the beginning. Both of you a little bit afraid to jump in head first. Both of you protecting your hearts. Okay. Both of you wanting to take things slow. Wow. Okay. Well, let's look at this person's intentions and their feelings and their motives and their energy. New person who just came into Scorpio's life. What's their intentions, feelings, their motives, Their energy. What kind of person are they? 10 of Cups reversed. Why the 10 of Cups reversed? Because the 8 of Swords. What? See, told you. Whole new cycle. This person is a codependent. That came up in the last spread. I just didn't say it. But this person is definitely a codependent. But right now, I feel like even though they may be an emotional codependent, they got one foot out the door. They're overthinking the hell out of this, dude. Whoops. They are overthinking the hell out of this. They got one foot out the door. One thing goes wrong, they ain't sticking around. They are lonely and empty, but they're also protecting their heart at the same time. So they're waiting for one little sign of some bullshit. One little sign that you're bringing some drama to the table. You know? I dare you to accuse me of some shit I didn't do. I dare you to start a fucking argument with me just because you got your own shit going on in your own life. I dare you to get jealous and controlling and try to accuse me of some shit and this, and I dare you. Dare you. Go ahead. Start an argument with me just because your mom made you mad. Go ahead. Accuse me of doing some shit I didn't fucking do. I'm gone. Not doing it. Not putting up with it. And so they got one foot out the door while they overthink the hell out of this. Because like I said, this is a totally new cycle for them too. So the only thing they have to compare you to is what they've experienced in the past. So if you're nothing like anyone they've been with in the past, they ain't going to know that until they observe you for a little bit. That makes sense? So if you're not drama-filled, if you're not crazy and jealous and angry and bitchy and, you know, you're not the type to just start shitty arguments just because you're in a bad mood. And, you know, if you're not that type and that's all they've ever dealt with, and they're going to have their guard up for a little bit at first. And then once they observe, oh, wow, damn, Scorpio don't even roll like that. Holy shit. I ain't never dealt with nobody like this before. That guard's going to start coming down. It's going to start coming down. What is the advice? What's the advice? What's the advice? Page of Coins in the reverse. Moon card reversed. Be as open and transparent as you possibly can. Third time in a row, dude. Third time in a row. Whole new cycle. Whole new cycle. Be as open and transparent as you possibly can. This is who I am. This is what I've been through in the past. This is where I'm headed. These are my goals. These are some of the dumb mistakes that I've made. This is some of the shit that I've learned from it. You know, if I tell you about my past, I'm not trying to make you feel sorry for me. I want you to understand what I've been through, what's brought me to where I am today, and what my goals and my dreams are for the future. Now, obviously, two people cannot completely get to know each other overnight like that, but you can be as open and transparent as possible. So that as time goes, see, because what we do when we connect with somebody is we take the little bit that we hear them say in the beginning, we take the little bit that we observe in the beginning, and we take those little puzzle pieces and we use that to construct a picture in our imagination of who we think that person is. And if there are secrets being kept, if there's lies and deceit and shadiness that's being left out, that is eventually going to be exposed. Eventually. Period. 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 Eventually, it's going to bubble up to the surface. And that's building a relationship like building a house of cards. It's eventually going to come down. So if I give you every bit of information that I possibly can, everything I can think to pull out of me. Now, of course, there may be some things that I've forgotten about. There may be some things that I just didn't think about. There may be some things that just I don't remember. Maybe it's some shit that's repressed from years ago that I don't remember, you know. But if everything I can consciously dig up out of the pit and lay on the table so that I can give you the most accurate tools to paint a picture of who I am that I can possibly present to you, then that's going to build a much more solid, stable foundation because you have a better idea of who I am. Now, you can't paint the whole picture of who you are because regardless of what you say or do, they're still painting the picture based on their own perception. But the only thing you can do as an individual is lay it all out on the table. Everything I can think, this is me. And I'm only doing this to be fair so that hopefully you can get to know me as well as possible. See what I'm saying? Makes sense. And let it be known in the meantime, you can open up to me too. You can open up to me. You know, one of the main reasons why people hold things near and dear to their heart is because they think they're the only ones going through it. But when I open up and let you know, look, here's all the shit I done been through. Here's all the dumbass shit I've done. That's like a weight off people's chest because they're like, fuck, man, I did that too. Now I don't feel so stupid. Now I don't feel like there's something wrong with me because now there's somebody who has either experienced the same thing, something similar to it, or maybe even worse. Makes me feel more comfortable opening up and expressing, I've been through this too. I did this, I did that. And there has to be that open, honest, genuine, exchange. It has to be there. Make sure you establish that. Okay. All right. All right, we're going to do some general advice now. General advice. Knight of Pentacles. Oh my God, this keeps coming through for everybody, dude. That's come through for like 3 signs already. Okay, well, it came through, so I got to say it. Don't try to control what you don't have control of. Probably more importantly, learn to figure out what you do have control of and what you don't. You have no control of how somebody feels. You cannot make somebody feel a certain way. You cannot make somebody see things a certain way. You cannot make somebody think a certain way. You cannot make somebody see you a certain way. One philosophy that I've been living by for the past several years that has changed my life, that has helped me bypass and eliminate so much meaningless, unnecessary bullshit and nonsense, is let people do whatever the hell they want. Let people do whatever they want. That'll show you what they want. That'll show you whether or not this is somebody you really need in your life, especially in regards to romantic love interests. Do you want somebody you have to control? Do you want somebody that you have to tell how to treat you? Do you want somebody that you have to tell how to respect a relationship? I don't. I want somebody that already knows how to respect a relationship behind my back. I want to be able to let you do whatever you want and know you ain't doing nothing stupid. I want to be able to trust you. If I have to tell you where you can and can't go, what you can and can't do, who you can and can't talk to, if I have to tell you all that, that means one or two things. Either A, you're a fucking idiot, or B, you have no respect for this relationship. I don't think the universe picked a person to be my life partner who is a fucking idiot or who has no respect for a relationship with me. That's all there is to it. It's common sense, common human decency, and common sense that you shouldn't have to be told. And it's hard to say. I think from what I've witnessed and observed out here, especially in the dating scene today, and these newer, younger generations, it's kind of a mixture of the two. You have a lot of people who are both fucking idiots who have no respect for relationships. I see that a lot out there. I see it a whole lot. Then you ain't got no business being with nobody. You ain't got no business being with nobody. There's no point. If you're not willing to follow some simple, common human decency little guidelines out of respect. Out of respect. If I get with you and I'm with you and I'm going to bed at night, kissing you and telling you I love you, you think I'm going to be talking to my ex? Are you fucking kidding me? If an ex of mine shows up in my inbox, I'm going to show you. Yo, look who just wrote me. Because that's common respect. I'm going to do that without being told. And I would expect you to do the fucking same thing. Because I know that's how you would want to be treated. And that's definitely how I would want to be treated. And if that's how you would want to be treated, you know that's how I want to be treated too. And I'm not going to deal with less than that. I'm not. That's a disrespect to myself. See what I'm saying? So let people do what they want. Boy, you will bypass so much meaningless, unnecessary nonsense and bullshit. And you can guarantee that the people you do connect with will be genuine, whole, heartfelt connections. Genuine and honest. And at the end of the day, it's much better to have one pure, honest, genuine connection than 100 fake bullshit connections. And I'm talking just in general. Friends, family, romance, love, whatever. Just period. Make sense? All right. I feel like those were the messages that my Scorpio friends needed to hear. So I am going to go ahead and end this video here. Fucking Christ. Helicopter flew right over my house. All right. Thank you all once again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget, y'all, the September reading sale is still going on until the end of the month. Pre-recorded personal readings are $50 off. We're entering into the holiday season now. So from now until the end of the year, there will be special sales and deals and cool little shit every single month until New Year's. So don't forget to check the description of this video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. And I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Stay blessed.